Greg Hartley is a U.S. Army former Special Forces interrogator, taught human behavior classes in the military, author of the most dangerous business book you will ever read. I don't know if you know this, they translated it to Chinese, which means it must be really good. I read it, I just ordered it on Amazon. It's good to see you. First things first, right? Very rare the vice president meets one-on-one with the prime minister when they're here. That was significant. What'd you make of when he walked in, sort of the look on her face and then her sort of directness with him?
So fight or flight, regardless of whichever it is, if you're angry and you want to get away or you're angry and you want to say something and you don't, it creates a wooden kind of movement in us because it changes our focus to self. And you can see she's terse. She has kind of a contained smile, and the smile is gone that quickly. That's not real. A real smile lingers and hangs around for a little bit. And then all of that movement is wooden and awkward, and it just doesn't feel natural.
Yeah, well, some would argue that's sort of her natural affect. I guess we'll see it more as things go on. Depending, I mean, if she's uncomfortable, it seems to be. But that is kind of your point. President Biden last night speaking to the country, his fourth Oval Office address. This was going to be a swan song, right? His speech to America to send us off to the election. Take a listen.
I believe my record as president, my leadership in the world, my vision for America's future, all merited a second term. But nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition. So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
Does he believe what he's saying?
Well, I think he may believe some of what he's saying, but two things to show you. There are two lip compressions. When he finishes saying something and goes and closes his lips very tightly, we consider that withholding information, sometimes controlling emotion. It's important because he says it twice. He does it twice. And one is that I merited a second term. Lip compression, quickly. That says something's going on in his head. The second one is when he says, I have decided. And he does a quick lip compression, followed by his lower teeth exposed, which we associate with anger. So did he decide? Did he get decided? Did he get pushed? We all kind of have an idea there, I think.
Yeah, no kidding. And he didn't really address that, right? He just sort of said, I decided, and moved on. When you saw him deliver that, and obviously there's a teleprompter there, had he practiced that, rehearsed it, or did he seem as though the words were new to him?
No, I think he practiced it. Look, this guy has been doing his whole life two things. I always say there's two Joe Bidens. There's now look and there's come on, man. That's all there is. And every time he's done this. And what we're seeing is a diminished form of that now look. And you can tell when he's reading that he's trying to make sure he gets the right thing. So it's rehearsed. He's afraid to stumble over some areas, I'm sure, that he stumbled over before. That's usually how we can tell.
All right. Real quick, Donald Trump, a couple days ago on the stump.
And when you're dealing with these people, they're very dangerous people. When you're dealing with them, you can't be too nice. You really can't be. So if you don't mind, I'm not going to be nice. Is that okay?
That wasn't on the prompter.
Trump on baseline. No, that's Trump on baseline. He's talking to people who want to hear what he has to say. He's drawing them in. His cadence of speech and filling in smaller words, all of it is Trump on baseline. That's him that's the product. That's who he is.
Yeah, sort of the most natural Trump. All right, Greg, as always, we appreciate it. Thank you. Good having you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.